So I'm a campus reform correspondent. I do stories for them every once in a while. You might see an article here or there, a video here or there. I don't do a whole lot. I'm not as active as some of their other correspondents are. But I recently went on to the Joe Pag Show. He is a conservative national talk radio host, and I talked about a number of things, but one of the things that I talked about was student loan debt and how do we handle it? Should we forgive student loan debt? Should we make higher education free? So yes, you will probably see that video up on the Campus Reform YouTube. You're probably gonna see something, a video similar to this one, if not this one exactly. But as an economics major, of course, I love Milton Friedman, and I've read his book, Capitalism and Freedom. There's a chapter in this book where he talks about the cost of education, who should bear them, how that should be managed, and that's what we're gonna be getting into today. So let's get started. I don't know why I always do the finger guns. I think it's like the, you know, we're moving forward. Anyways, let's go. That I think we should get into is the neighborhood effect, because this is oftentimes the people that believe that the government should be responsible for either forgiving student loan debt or paying for higher education altogether use as justification for their position. And when I say government, remember, we're talking about the American taxpayer. The social gain is presumably greatest for the lowest levels of schooling, where there is the nearest approach to unanimity about content and declines continuously as the level of schooling rises. So what he's saying here is there is a social gain to be had when we have a society of people that have a basic level of literacy and knowledge, and there's some widespread acceptance of a common set of values. We have informed voters, community leaders, so on and so forth. And since there's no feasible way of imposing the costs of these social benefits on the people that benefit from them, which is everybody, the best way to do that is through taxation. Even how these costs are collected and distributed is in and of itself a very hotly debated topic. But in the interest of staying within the scope of this video, let's discuss why these neighborhood effects may very well be the most important thing to consider when determining who should be bearing the costs of higher education. As mentioned earlier, the higher you go in education, the wider the variety of subject of study. And that necessarily means that some subjects will simply provide a higher societal benefit than others. For instance, a student studying to become a medical doctor may end up contributing a higher social benefit than somebody who's studying visual and performing arts. But the difference is that that student is going to be compensated accordingly. A doctor is likely to earn a higher income than a Broadway performer. This is a good thing. This obligates the student to weigh the costs of the degree program that they decide to pursue against what they anticipate they'll be able to earn as income upon graduation. If they don't have to consider these costs and the American taxpayer has to bear the entire burden, it's true that the students will still reap the rewards and there may still be a societal benefit, but it also means that they don't personally carry any of the risk that comes with possibly choosing a program that will not only not help them become gainfully employed, but that there will be no social benefit. And this isn't just a theory. Within the last several decades, France has begun implementing many of the measures that our leftist politicians here in the US have been suggesting for years. And these have been the results. Higher failure and dropout rate, overcrowding at schools, some professors even asking students to stay home if they don't want to come to class because they don't have enough seats for everybody, not enough funds for better infrastructure, and higher unemployment rates among young adults. Because by taking away the obligation for them to weigh the costs versus the benefits, they're also not as motivated to choose degree programs that are going to make them valuable citizens and employees. And this results in an overall decline in the quality of education for all students, even the ones that would be willing to be there if they had to pay for it. For instance, 15 out of the top 20 universities in the world, according to the US News, are American universities. And that's true simply because private competition breeds quality. You get what you pay for. So how do we solve the issue that the average student graduating from a public university in the United States has over $25,000 in student loan debt? First, we can help young adults make better decisions about their career goals. We can stop encouraging students to take out loans to fund degree programs in fields that won't give them the means to pay their loans back. We can teach students to weigh the costs of their education against the expected return in their chosen field. And in short, teach young adults to be responsible for their future and stop depending on the government, by which I mean the American taxpayer, to bail them out and solve all their problems. Thank you so much for getting to the end of another one of my videos. If you are interested in this book, Milton Friedman's Capitalism and Freedom, I do provide an Amazon affiliate link down below in the description. You can buy it. I do get a small commission from that, so it's very helpful. Helps me to continue making videos. I've been getting such encouraging comments on my Federalist paper videos. People are not only studying this stuff in school, but they're doing it for their own personal knowledge. I love that. I love that I'm encouraging that I'm doing my part. So I see you guys, I see your comments, I appreciate you so much. I'm like 36 subscribers strong. You know, for you 36, I'm gonna keep doing this, just for you 36. But don't worry, it's not gonna be like all economics and just Federalist papers. I do plan on doing a lot of other stuff. I have some philosophical stuff coming up. I have some maybe nonfiction stuff I can do. I really love Ayn Rand. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. I'm definitely open to more book suggestions, maybe people I haven't heard of before. Really open to everything like that. You can follow me here, of course, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time there's a new video. That's very helpful too. But you can also go to my Instagram. I've been starting to post more there as well, which is @BoringBookClubYT. I'll put a link down in my description. I also have a Twitter, which is @BoringBookClub, so you can follow me there. And you can also share this video with people that you think might get something out of it or would be interested in it. So until next video, I will see you later. Bye.